In this video, we are looking at our element potassium and trying to figure out if it is a cation or an anion through a series of questions. And so potassium is right here. It is located in the column that has one valence electron. We know it has one valence electron because all these numbers in red represent the valence electrons for those columns. And so everything that I am highlighting in pink, those all have one valence electron because they're under that one. And so potassium has one valence electron. Remember, our valence electrons are the electrons just on the outside. They do not include all of an atom's electrons. And so that was the answer to our first question. Potassium has one valence electron. Our second question was, how will it meet the octet rule? And so the octet rule, like we've seen before, is if an atom doesn't have 8 valence electrons, it will either gain or lose valence electrons to get to 8. And so we need to figure out if potassium is going to gain or lose electrons. Because potassium has one, it is going to lose electrons to get to that 8 on the shell that's on the inside. So if it just gets rid of that 1, it's a lot easier than gaining 7. And we can tell that it is going to lose because it's on the left side of this line. Everything to the left, so something that has 1, 2, or 3 valence electrons, is going to lose. Our last question, it was asking us if it was a cation or an anion. And looking at the periodic table, you can tell because it's on the left side, it is a cation. But what that means is that it is positively charged. And that is because we got rid of some negative, and then our atom is left with more positive particles. So we got rid of a negative. A way to remember that a cation is positive is that that T in cation looks like a plus sign. But also if you think about our friend group, if we have a toxic person in our friend group, our vibe is very negative. But if we get rid of them, so if we lose them, it now becomes more positive, like electron, or like an atom. So if an atom loses a negative electron, it's going to become more positive. And so to summarize, we looked at potassium. We know that potassium has one valence electron because it's found in this column. And because it has one valence electron, it is going to lose electrons to meet the octet rule. And when it loses electrons, an atom becomes more positive.